Hi, so back again. I'm going to make some pastry for you today, and again I'm going to do it overhead so you can see exactly what's going on, and that might make it really easy for you to follow suit. As it's slightly easier now to buy some flour, I thought it would be safe to make some pastry, and hopefully you can get flour as well. The supermarket seem to have it, and I actually bought some in the baker's today. Okay, so plain flour is what you want. So always use half butter to flour. So I've got 200 grams of flour here today. Just because 200 always seems to be a really good amount for actually using to make a pastry or to make a quiche. It just seems to be quite a nice rounded amount. But you can use less, you can use 100 and then 50 butter, because I'm using 100 butter here today. Okay, right. So we're going to put in our flour. Okay. And then we're just going to add our butter. I'm using stork, but you can use real butter if you want. Okay. Right. Now, you have to get your fingers dirty. So literally get your fingers in, and you're literally going to use the tips of your fingers, and you're going to make it like breadcrumbs. So this, again, if you want to cook with your children, would be a really good way of cooking with them, actually, because they love getting their fingers dirty. Okay, so the more you get up, the more air you get in it, and the more air that you get in any cooking is always a good thing. Okay, so just the tips of your fingers, you're just making breadcrumbs. So this pastry we're making today, this is short crust pastry. This is the easiest pastry to make. Puff pastry is that little bit more difficult, but this short crust is so easy, and you can use it for so many things. You can use it at the top of a pie, savoury, or a nice apple pie. You could use it to make a nice quiche, which I think I'll do in another video to show you how to make that. Okay, so look. So here you have your breadcrumbs, okay? So basically, you can keep going, get them a bit finer, or you can just leave it like that. And that's exactly really how you want it, okay? Right, so then you just need to add some cold water. And it's really difficult to say exactly how much because it all really varies. But cold water ideally, and pastry really you don't want to be able to touch too much. It likes really to be left on its own. So we're just going to add a little bit of water now. Okay. And the great thing with cooking is if you have added too much water, you think, no, it's too much, just add a bit more flour. You know, it really doesn't matter that much, as long as you don't go completely over the top. So don't be too scared. If you go, just you can play around with it. You know, it's absolutely fine. So look, this is actually my pastry. Look, and I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to put some on the top here, and I'm just going to give it a tiny bit of a knead, because like I said, it doesn't really like being played around with. And that basically is my pastry. So think how easy that was to make, okay? And you can go away and make that too. So you can either put that in the fridge and leave it for a little while, because it does like to rest ideally. But if you haven't got time, and often people haven't got time, you can use it straight away and it will work just as well, okay? So thank you for watching, and go away and have some fun and make some delicious things. Thank you.